Hello and welcome to today's Grow Along. This week we're doing potatoes and I'm planting up my first early potatoes. So these are Anya. They've got a really nice nutty flavour. I've been growing these for quite a few years now because my mum loves them. These have been chitting for a few weeks to basically get them started. So when I say chitting, I mean they have gone into somewhere that's cool and frost free but with plenty of sunshine. And then they start growing basically, they start sprouting a bit like your potatoes would when you've left them in the bag for too long in the kitchen. This basically gives them a head start. There is some question over to whether it helps or not, but they do it pretty naturally anyway after you've bought them, so why not give it a go. I'm going to show you a few different planting methods today. So these are suited to whether you've got an allotment, whether you're growing them in the ground, or whether you're going to be growing them in something like a pot or even a bag on a balcony. So the first method is the no-dig Charles Dowding method, which is why I've got this big dibber. What you want to do, you want to put the dibber into the ground as deep as you can. You want it about 6 inches deep, and you want to make a little hole like that, and that is simply, you just need to plonk your potato in there. It's really not difficult. You want to make sure that you've got the eyes on there that are facing up. Likewise with the eyes, I'll just come and show you to try and get them into the camera, have got little shoots on them now. But generally you want about 5 to 6 eyes on there or less, maximum 5 to 6 eyes. So yeah, if you've got too many, just peel them off like you would with when you're cooking them, so just literally grab them and take them off. Now potatoes are really not fussy at all. They can deal with most soil conditions, they can do heavy clay, so you don't need to really worry about your breads and preparing them. And what I would normally do is put some well rotted manure in the hole with them. You can, I think Marshalls are still selling their organic farmyard manure, which is what I use on their website, or you can use something like this, which is a potato feed. It's a slow release one, so you can sprinkle a few of those granules into the ground as well. But potatoes aren't particularly hungry plants, so they're going to do absolutely fine. So let's pop one in. Now if you don't have a huge dibber like this, another method is to use a trowel. So all you need to do is put your trowel in, make a small circle that again is 6 inches deep. You can get a chicken to help you with this as well if you need. Come on, mind your head, move your head. So again, pop it in with the eyes facing upwards. And then all you need to do is cover these up. Now we're still getting frosts at the moment, so these are going to poke up above the ground in probably a week or two's time, maybe 2 weeks. So if you've still got frost, then you need to cover these because potatoes don't like frosts. So the other option is sort of the traditional method, and it's such hard work that I'm not even going to show you how to do it. Basically it's the trench method. So you dig a trench the whole length of the bed, and then you'd lay your potatoes in it 6 inches deep and then fill it again and earth them up to make sort of a pivot point like that. That method, it's such hard work, and when you're doing so many potatoes it really puts you off wanting to do it. So I would recommend doing this method over digging a trench because it's so much easier, and the effects are completely the same. So the other methods we've got is a bucket like this, so a nice big bucket. I will give the dimensions on there and let you know how many potatoes I'm going to plant in each one. You basically need to make sure you've got drainage holes. That is the most important thing, and again you can do them in bags and sacks. So it's quite a nice decent sized sack, again with some drainage holes in the bottom. So I will show you how to plant these, and these are great if you haven't got a lot of room, if you only want a few plants, if you need to sort of move them around on your patio. Again, when we get the frosts, you can move these into a more sheltered place so they don't get hit hard. So I shall show you how to do these. I have been filling up my bucket and my bag there. So I've just put in some multi-purpose compost. You can use some compost that you've made in your compost bins, or you can even dig some soil out from your garden if you need to, because I know it's not that easy to find these sorts of things at the moment. So yeah, all I've done is I'll turn it round. So I have just filled these up with a couple of inches of soil. So there's the bottom there, just a couple of inches. All that is going to do is be there for your potatoes to put their roots into. So there's lovely some shoots there. Just going to pop it in like that. Grab another one. So this one is quite big and it's got quite a few shoots. You can cut potatoes in half. If you've got a really big one, you can cut them in half and get 2 plants out of one. So I'm just going to take a couple of these off, because I'm just going to pick the strongest ones there and pop it into the ground. So you can, I'd say you could probably get three small ones in here, maybe not this big one, maybe change that, but I would say you can get 3 small ones in here, and then all you need to do is put another couple of inches on top and leave it. Here is the grow bag, so I've just got a few of them in here again, just a couple of inches in the bottom there, and pop them with the eyes facing upwards, and then again just cover them exactly the same way you did with the bucket. And then we've just got a few potatoes to plant in the ground. It will be interesting to see what the difference is between these ones, the bucket grown, and then the ones in the ground. And my trousers are very tasty according to Olive. She does like mashed potato. Don't you, Olive? But you have to have it the proper way, don't you? You don't like it if I just mash potato. You want some butter and milk in there, don't you? Yeah? Thank you for watching, everyone. If you do have any questions, please do send them over and I shall answer them as best I can. I will be putting a couple of slides up on how to space your plants. So depending on whether you've got first early, second early or main crop, they all need different spacing. So I shall put that for you all in a second. Yes, if you've got any questions, please do send them over. When my spuds have poked through the soil, I shall be back on here showing you how to earth them up.